New Alien Earth trailer just dropped. Haven't seen this yet, just saw it pop up on the feed on YouTube, so first time. Haven't read any comments, haven't read anything. So here it is, finally. So let's see what this is about.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How's our girl?
She's ready.
You're gonna be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right. You're very, very special.
We have a downed spacecraft.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast, we're strong, we don't break.
It's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
This ship collected 5 different life forms from the darkest corners of the universe. Monsters.
Invasive species. Predatory.
If we don't lock them down, it will be too late.
All right, so that guy dies. That looks badass. That looks awesome. Seeing this is awesome too. Oh, yeah, this guy definitely dies. All right, face hugger. That guy gets it. Big spaceship crashing onto Earth. Alien xenomorph coming through the window. Somebody's in that computer room with Mother. The xenomorph is trying to crash through. It looks like there's also this on the side of the door, so it looks like this has been welded shut to some extent to keep it from opening. Somebody in the ship is trapped, trying to send a communication to Mother or something, and they sealed the door to prevent him from coming in, but doesn't work. So this takes place in 2120. So this takes place in 2120, which is 2 years before the first Alien. It's also 16 years after Alien Covenant. So it's going to be Prometheus, Covenant, Alien Earth, Alien. Who is this guy supposed to be? Boy Cavalier. The heck is that?
To a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right.
So they took a kid and put the kid's body into a synthetic. Has that even been done before in the Alien universe? Where you take a live human and put it into a synthetic body? Or were synthetics so far just always AI consciousness and everything was made from the ground up? Got this right here. Prodigy City. Potential realized. This looks like some type of propaganda or type of political ad for the president at the time. Guy's weird. Who's this dude? Don't really see any logos or anything. Maybe that's a logo of something, but maybe not. Okay, so she's part of some military team or maybe just mercenaries or freelance hire. What is this? That doesn't look like something we've seen before. This kind of oval, long, green-shaped egg.
From the darkest corners of the universe.
5 different life forms. So going to be 5 different alien organisms from 5 different planets, places, completely different types of animals or organisms. So it could be that we see something else in this also besides just a xenomorph. Oh wait, hold on a minute. This is interesting. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on here because this is blurred, but this kind of looks like a creature. And then you got this dude just getting blown to bits by something. While they're just standing here watching. That's also kind of interesting. What is this thing though? This looks cool. These also look like early versions of the pulse rifles. Okay, so this guy was on the ship earlier talking about how there were 5 organisms from across the planet and now he's in the jungle. So presumably this is still on Earth. And then after whatever they discovered, it could be that when the spaceship crashed and then they discover whatever they did on that ship, they've tried to go somewhere else to figure out the answers of what's going on in there or something, and it led them to this jungle area. So maybe there's something in a cave or something something maybe like there was in Prometheus. So this looks like early versions of the pulse rifles. This one does, at least. This looks like a submachine gun version. It looks a lot like a Vector submachine gun. And then you just have this huge light machine gun kind of weapon, which looks like a little bit of an earlier variation of what we saw in Aliens. This could be the president, whatever type of government organization they have in this timeline. So they've got the goat here for testing. This is the guy, bad guy, that's wanting to recreate these things, apparently. Bringing in a sample of either something that that's actually might look like somebody on a stretcher. But they're got a bunch of scientists. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a bunch of different samples of different things. So this could have been why they were in that jungle area, trying to find different types of organisms. Perhaps something on the ship led them to the jungle area, and this is what they found. Or maybe this is what came off of the ship. Okay, so this container was on the ship. So maybe in these things were also on the ship. This looks like some new organisms we haven't seen before. Chemicals carry extraordinary strength and are built to climb into and dissolve in the eyes of other liquid organisms. Once replaced in the eye socket, takes over the ocular, the brain, overriding the neurotransmitter throughout the body. So this attaches to your face through your eyeballs, goes into your brain, and pretty much it seems like this is something that can attach to your face and control you. Oh, so they just straight up have a facehugger egg right here. You can see the openings on each side, and they're just standing next to it like it's like it's nothing. More organisms, whatever this thing is over here on this side. You don't lock them down. Okay, so obviously something happens. Things start getting out. And of course, they made the classic mistake of always underestimating what this egg is. Nobody in the alien universe is ever going to learn that maybe you shouldn't mess with these eggs. That was the same thing that we kind of saw in the beginning part. But this guy gets it. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? Maybe they pull it off in time. Oh, that was a interesting thing. Yeah, so that's some kind of a new creature. This might actually be something similar to what we were just seeing in that computer screen where it's talking about how the tendrils connect to the eyeballs and then to they control the nervous system. Oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense. So you have someone outside here of the computer room. You have someone inside right here talking to Mother, sending a communication. There's always someone on the inside, right? That's always trying to save the samples and send them off to Wayland. So it looks like that's what this guy is doing. Because you have someone outside beating on the window saying, "What are you doing? Let me in, blah, blah, blah." So this is probably right around the same time where we saw from the inside of the computer room where the door was welded shut. This person is probably being chased by the xenomorph. This is pretty crazy. This is an interesting shot. So she has the xenomorph by the tongue. Pulling it with a hook. Hadn't seen this one before. This dude's probably saying, "Man, if you don't get the hell off me." Oh, yeah. Classic. The question is, though, how much of the xenomorph is going to be practical and how much of it is going to be CGI? That's the question. Happening to this dude. He's getting something zapped into his brain. Oh, you know what this could be? The organism that it was talking about earlier, how it connects to the nervous system through the eyeballs. It could be that one of those attached to his face controlled his brain or is controlling his brain to some extent. And maybe they have to hook those things up to his brain in order to reverse whatever damage was done. Oh, that's a xenomorph just flying through presumably a hotel. This is the same guy, it looks like, that was getting chased by the xenomorph earlier. He had a rifle, early version of a pulse rifle at one point. But earlier around this time, he only had a pistol. So at some point, he probably got disarmed and had to switch to a sidearm. Because switching to your sidearm is always faster than reloading. Okay, here's this shot again. So this is probably right after we saw the person banging on the window. Hermit is this guy's name. He's got a military outfit, but there's some kind of patch right here. This is probably the unit that he's with. Love the premise that the xenomorph is not only the danger they brought home, maybe it's even needed to keep the other ones in check. From the creator of Fargo and Legion, so yeah, this show is in good hands. Looks much better. Imagine they really spared no expense. Does look really awesome. Yeah, the pulse rifle variations, classic one in the back. Guy near the camera, the pulse rifle and a vector. Speechless. Synthetic humans. 5 species of aliens. Yeah. Is that the sound of a predator? They said it could be, definitely.
It's like a zoo, but the animals...
There's no way they do that. That's probably a bit of a reach, but hey, it's fun to speculate at least. Ah, yes, the distant future where they still use the Chris Vector. The music is a rendition of the Prometheus theme. Interesting. Ideas of Prometheus and Covenant must be addressed again. That's true. We definitely need more of what was happening in Prometheus with the engineers and their lore and their backstory. So perhaps this might be the in-between. Not sure if we're going to get another movie in between Covenant and Alien to tie those two together, or if Alien Earth is going to be the thing that ties those two movies together. Any chance one of the 5 species they collected could be a predator? You guys are really reaching for that predator stuff, huh? Can't wait to see the goat xenomorph. Just kidding. Well, that looks pretty interesting. What do you guys think? Hopefully this will help to give us some more answers too about Prometheus and Covenant and the events that happened there. And there's nothing about engineers in this, but maybe we'll get some more about that, because this is supposed to take place between Alien Covenant and the first Aliens movie. So perhaps this is going to be the bridge between those two movies, and they don't come out with a movie maybe? We'll see. What do you guys think about that trailer though? Leave your comments.